Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari. Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari. Gopijana Vallabha Girivaradhari. Gopijana Vallabha Girivaradhari. Jasodanandana Vraja Janaranjana. Jasodanandana Vraja Janaranjana. Jasodanandana Vraja Janaranjana. Jamuna Tira Vanachari. Jamuna Tira Vanachari. Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari. Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare Hare.
Hare Rama
Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Ram Ram, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare Rama, Ram Ram, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Ram Ram, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Rama, Ram Ram,
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Jayo Radha Krishna Chandra, Radha Krishna Chandra Radhe.
Jaya Radha Krishna Chandra, Radha Krishna Chandra,
Jayo Radha Krishna Chandra, Radha Krishna Chandra Radhe.
Radha Krishna Chandra, Radha Krishna Chandra,
Jayo Nitai Gauranga, Nitai Gauranga, Nitai Gauranga, Jayo Nitai Gauranga.
Nitai Gauranga, Nitai Gauranga, Nitai Gauranga, Jaya Nitai Gauranga.
Jayo Jayo Prabhupada, 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 Prabhupada.
Jaya Prabhupada, Prabhupada, Prabhupada.
जय ओम विष्णुपाद परमहंस परिव्राजकाचार्य अष्टोत्तर शतश्री श्रीमद डिवाइन ग्रेस अबाय चरण भक्ति वेदांत स्वामी श्रील प्रभुपाद की अनंत कोटि वैष्णव वृंद की ग्रंथराज श्रीमद भागवतम की। ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय, ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय, ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। नारायणं नमस्कृत्यं नरं चैव नरोत्तमं देवीं सरस्वतीं व्यासं ततो जयमुदीरये। नष्टप्रायेष्वभद्रेषु नित्यं भागवत सेवया भगवती उत्तमश्लोके भक्तिर्भवति नैष्टिकी। Reading from Srimad Bhagavatam, 3rd canto, 18th chapter, text number 3. आहैनं ये आज्ञमहीं विमुञ्चनो रसौकसां विश्वसृजेयमर्पिता। न स्वस्ति यस्यास्यनयाममेक्षतः सुराधमासादितसुकारः कृते। आहैनमेयाज्ञामहिमिं विमुञ्चनो रसौकसां विश्वसृजेयमर्पिता। न स्वस्ति यस्यास्य नयाममेक्षतः सुराधमासादितसुकारः कृते अहैनमे याज्ञमयीं विमुञ्चनो रसौकसां विश्वसृजेयमर्पिता न स्वस्ति यस्यास्य नयाममेक्षतः सुराधमासादितसुकारः कृते Word to word meaning. Aha. Hiranyaksha said, Enam to the Lord. Yehi, come and fight. Agnya, O fool. Mayim, the earth. Vimuncha, give up. Naha, to us. Rasa okasam, of the inhabitants of the lower regions. Vishvasrija, by the creator of the universe. Iyam, this earth. Arpita, entrusted. Na, not. Swasti, well-being. Yasyasi, you will go. Anaya, with this. Mama ikshataha, while I am seeing. Sura adhama, O lowest of the demigods. Asadita, having taken. Shukara akrite, the form of a boar. Translation and purport by His Divine Grace A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada. Translation. The demon addressed the Lord, O best of the demigods, dressed in the form of a boar, just hear me. This earth is entrusted to us, the inhabitants of the lower regions, and you cannot take it from my presence and not be hurt by me. Please repeat the translation. The demon addressed the Lord, O best of the demigods, dressed in the form of a boar, just hear me. This earth is entrusted to us, the inhabitants of the lower regions, and you cannot take it from my presence and not be hurt by me. Purport. Sridhara Swami, commenting on this verse, states that although the demon wanted to deride the personality of Godhead in the form of a boar, actually he worshipped him in several words. For example, he addressed him as Vanagocharaha, which means one who is a resident of the forest. But another meaning of Vanagocharaha is one who lies on the water. Vishnu lies on the water. So the Supreme Personality of Godhead can be properly addressed in this way. The demon also addressed him as Mriga, indicating unintentionally that the Supreme Personality of Godhead is sought after by great sages, saintly persons and transcendentalists. He also addressed him as Agnya. Sridhar Swami says that Jna means knowledge, and there is no knowledge which is unknown to the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Indirectly, therefore, the demon said that Vishnu knows everything. The demon addressed him as Surhadama. Sura means the demigods, and Adhama means Lord of all there is. He is Lord of all the demigods, therefore he is the best of all demigods. or God. When the demon used the phrase in my presence, the implied meaning was in spite of my presence, you are completely able to take away the earth. Nasvasti asyasi. Unless you kindly take this earth from our custody, there can be no good fortune for us. Thus ends the Bhakti Vedanta purport. Om Ajnanatimirandasya Jnananjanashalakaya Chakshurunmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Guruve Namaha. Nama Om Vishnupadaya Krishna Preshtaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swaminiti Namine Namaste Saraswate Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Paschatya Deshatarine Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadara Shiva Sadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. Ahainam ei agnyamahim vimunchano rasau kasam vishvasujeyam arpita nasvastiyasya syanayam amekshitaha surahadamasadita sukaraha krite. The demon addressed the Lord, O best of the demigods, dressed in the form of a boar. Just hear me. The earth is entrusted to us, the inhabitants of the lower regions, and you cannot take it from my presence and not be heard by me. Jai Shri Shri Radha Krishna Chandra Shri Shri Nitai Gauranga Srila Prabhupada ki Jai. Well, you see, that is why we say, when you hear any scriptural subject matters, you should hear from a pure devotee who is in a proper line of parampara. Now you see in this particular verse, its literal meaning is some things, but the intended meaning that Srila Prabhupada talks about is something else. The literal meaning of this is the demon addressed the Lord, O best of the demigods, dressed in the form of a boar, just hear me. This earth is entrusted to us, the inhabitants of the lower regions, and you cannot take it from my presence, not be heard by me. So the meaning of this verse, if you see here, is Hiranyaksha is threatening the Lord. How dare you come? How dare you come here? You think you will take the earth from me? That earth is mine. No way you will come near. He is telling the Lord, the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Oh, foolish. But actually, what is he saying? He is saying, you come, take it away. Because as long as I am there. So, the intended meaning is something else. Because Hiranyaksha is also devotee of the Lord. Just like the gopis, they tell Krishna, get away, go, don't come here. The Brajavasis shouted the Lord. Does that mean that they are shouting? Because Hiranyaksha also was the doorkeeper of Lord Vishnu. So, literally, we cannot understand Shastras. Sometimes people bring examples. Prabhu, why did this happen? Why did Krishna do like this? Especially from various instances of Mahabharata, Ramayana, all these things, people keep on asking these general questions. ये बहुत बुरा किया प्रभु, ये कैसे कर सकता है, भगवान कैसे कर सकता है? So many questions like that. Actually, because their hearing is not trained. How to see these things in proper perspective. That's why Prabhupada says, until and unless topics of activities between the Lord directly, one should be trained to hear. That's why we say, no, you cannot hear 10th canto, no. Because you are not really trained, you cannot understand what it is. You will simply go by there. I remember one joke. Sometimes in Bangalore, a long time back, of course that joke is very prevalent, but that one devotee was telling me. So this devotee is a very, very hard collector. He knows how to collect money. Very pushy. Once he comes, if he meets somebody, without taking money, he won't go. Dena hi padega, something like that, very, very, like that he was. So he was saying that I went to one Marwadi's place in Bangalore, and the Marwadi doesn't want to give money. So, in Bangalore, in one place, he went to a Marwadi's shop, and then conversation started happening. So as soon as he went, aiye. Don't come. That is the hand signal. But mouth is saying what? Aiye. And then he made him sit. And then he is telling his assistant, choose juice lao, or juice or lassi, something like that. Don't bring. So you see, literal meaning of juice lao. If you go by that, then so nice person is bringing the juice. So anyway, his assistant will go out and he will never come. He will take. So sitting there after half an hour, 45 minutes, he will tell, I want to go, because you have to go, no? You cannot sit there every time. So at that time, nahi, Swamiji, baitiye. That means don't just go. So every word he says, when he says baitiye, what does it mean? Jaiye. When he says juice piye, he says mat piye. So everything is ulta. The meaning is different. So buddhus, duffers cannot understand this. But intelligent people, they understand this. What he's trying to say is something else. Actions speak louder than words. There's a proverb. Actions speak louder than words. So this kind of things, devotees only can understand. To understand this also, you need to see it in different directions. That's why Prabhupada, how Prabhupada in the purport is explaining the same verse. Prabhupada is saying, Vanagocharaha. No, Vanagochara means you are a forest animal, forest beast. Literal meaning. But how is Prabhupada saying? Not even Prabhupada. Prabhupada is taking the writings of Sridhar Goswami. Sridhar Swami is prior to even Mahaprabhu. Right? So he is taking the purports of Sridhar Swami's writings and telling that Sridhar Swami commenting on this verse states that although the demon wanted to deride the personality of Godhead in the form of a boar, actually he worshipped him in several words. For example, he addressed him as Vanagocharaha, which means one who is a resident of forest. But another meaning of Vanagochara is one who lies in the water. Shirokata Kasai. He is, Lord Vishnu is lying in the ocean of milk. Right? So he is actually referring to him as Shirodakasai Vishnu. You are the Lord who is sleeping on the serpent in the ocean of milk. There are so many, in Carnatic music, there are so many songs. Shirasai, there are so many songs like that which glorifies the form of the Lord who is lying on the causal ocean of this material world. Then Prabhupada is again saying, the demon was addressed him as Mrigaha. Mrigaha means animal. Again, indicating unintentionally that the Supreme Personality is sought after by great sages, saintly person and transcendentalists. You see, Mrigaha, wild animals are hunted by whom? By kings and all those kind of things. Similarly, the devotees are constantly seeking out, where is the Lord, where is the Lord, where is the Lord? Mrigaha. Then he says, he is also addressed as Agnyaha. Here, Hiranyaksha is saying, Ahainam eyi Agnyamahim. When he says Ajnana, Hiranyaksha is abusing the Lord as Ajnani. You are a Ajnani. But Sridhar Swami says you are Jna. Is actually what he is referring to is you are full of Jnana. You are full of knowledge. Exactly opposite. Sridhar Swami says that Jna means knowledge, and there is no knowledge which is unknown to the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Indirectly, therefore, the demon said that Vishnu knows everything. The demon addressed him as Sura Adama. Adama means most fallen. So Sura means demigods, and Adama means Lord of all there is. Again, a different meaning altogether. He is Lord of all the demigods, therefore he is the best of all demigods or God. When the demon used the phrase in my presence, the implied meaning was in spite of my presence. Nasvasti yasya anayamamekshataha mama ikshataha surahadamasādita shukara ayakrate. You cannot take away these are now. Again, bilkul exactly the opposite meaning is being mentioned here. Nasvasti yasyasi. Unless you kindly take this earth from our custody. Here again, yeah. See, nasvasti yasyasi. Yes. Here you are taking away. The literal meaning is you dare to take away the earth. Here, please take away this earth. Everything is exactly opposite. Unless so, like I said, we must be able to really get the intended meaning. That's why it is said, Hey Krishna bhajai se bada chatur. A devotee of the Lord is very smart. He knows. Naive people means what? Naive means, ye to bahut seedha sada ladka hai. He cannot understand. He's very bola. He cannot understand what is people, what is that. Intelligent means he knows everything. He is very smart. He exactly understand what it is. You cannot cheat a Krishna conscious person. You cannot cheat a Krishna conscious person. Because he knows very well all the things. So if we are trained properly, nicely, under a proper acharya, then you will be able to have proper sense of discrimination. If you chant Hare Krishna Mahamantra nicely, you will see clarity is there. There is clear clarity. Your mind, like sometimes many people ask, Swamiji, what is the difference? Mayavadi, they are also devotees. Why you are making so much things? Of course they are devotees. There is a fine line. You are offending the Supreme Personality of Godhead. You have no idea what they are telling. Many times people cannot make this discrimination. They say, oh, why Swamiji, why you are fighting with the other ISKCON? They are also chanting Hare Krishna mantra. They are also worshipping the deity. Why we have to? They are also Guru. We are also Guru. They are also having Prabhupada only there. Why so many things? You saw? Yesterday I was watching that court proceedings. The judge is also telling. The judge is telling, what is this? Both are Krishna. You are fighting like dogs and cats. No, we cannot explain to them what is what. Because their intelligence is covered. Not that fighting should be done. That's not the point. People question, oh, why Kurukshetra Yuddha was required? They even ask, why Yuddha was required? Why Kurukshetra Yuddha was required? It was not required. So many things like this people keep talking. People, even in terms of, no, why you are telling that we should get up in the morning? Why you are insisting on this? It's okay, no, you need to be spiritual. But why you are telling spirituality connected to morning 3:30? Spirituality, how is it connected to the food? What I eat? Your body, your spirit. By eating, I don't become body or spirit. No, eating is something else. You see, all kinds of questions will come. When we go out for preaching like this, people generally ask this question. Swamiji, how can what you eat in the house? But for us, we understand. You are what you eat. Your consciousness is directly connected to all aspects. Your consciousness is connected to getting up in the morning. Your consciousness is connected to what you eat. Everything has an implication on consciousness. With what association you keep, what you hear, what you talk, how you talk, everything has got an implied corresponding effect on our consciousness. To understand all these things, you need intelligence. Your brains, Prabhupada says, we are dull-headed, brain substance is, Prabhupada uses this word, no brain substance to understand Krishna consciousness. Like in our young age, teachers used to tell, you have cow dung in your head, man, you cannot understand anything. When subject matter, when as a child, if you don't understand anything, sometimes they used to tell, hey, you don't have anything. You have mud in your head. Similarly, to understand Krishna consciousness, you have to have refined intelligence. And when we chant Hare Krishna Mahamantra, to grasp these things, it becomes very easy. We are ready. You chant very nicely and then you read Shastra. Your understanding will be much, much better. Generally, if you don't chant and you read, you don't get up early morning and you chant, if you don't do that and you read, it will be academic reading. You will read, you will get knowledge, but it will be only at an academic level, not like a realized level. It doesn't touches your heart. You don't realize that. Whereas when we are sufficiently, like Prabhupada gives the example, a potent person will impregnate immediately. But if he doesn't have potency, even if he indulges in the act, he cannot reproduce. He cannot create a procreation because he doesn't have that potency. So we need to have that spiritual potency in us. So if we have that strong spiritual potency, we will be able to understand scriptures, the real meaning, the real purpose of that. That is why we say we don't just read just the translation. We want the purport of it. Purport means what? Purpose of that translation. What is the Acharyas talking about that? That is very important for us. So, although yes, Hiranyaksha was playing the part of a demon, and in that playing the part, he is telling all these things. You are a bore. You just hear me. This earth is mine. You are a part of the lower planets. See where you are situated. Because Hiranyaksha, Varahadeva came, he rise from the lower planets. And then he came to the earthly planet. And you cannot take it from my presence. How foolish. Can you deny something to the Lord? Everything is resting on the Lord's body. Bhagavad Gita, Krishna says, everything is resting on my body, just as pearl strung around a thread. And if the Lord wants to take, can anybody prevent it? Vaman Dev, just by one step, he covered the entire material world. The Lord is so unimaginably powerful. Unimaginably powerful. We cannot estimate the vastness of the Supreme Personality of Godhead. He is so vast. So it was. Nahantosti mama divyanam vibhutinam parantapa येष तुद्देशतः प्रोक्तो विभूतेर्विस्तरो maya. So, in the Vibhuti Yoga chapter of the Bhagavad Gita, the 10th chapter, Krishna, after explaining his vibhutis, his opulences, is saying, Na antosti mama divyanam vibhutinam parantapa. O mighty conqueror of the enemies, there is no end to my divine manifestations. What I have spoken to you is but a mere indication of my infinite opulences. Krishna is saying, what I have spoken to you is a mere indication of my infinite opulences. Just mere indication. Just see, like for example, when that Ambani's marriage was there, he spent 5,000 crores. Somebody was telling me, Prabhu, 5,000 crores is nothing. His net worth is some 10 lakh crores. Out of 10 lakh crores, what is 5,000? Not even 2% of his net income, net value. So, in our kind of marriages, a middle class person, if he has to do a marriage, 70% of his net income is gone. So he has spent only 2 to 3% of his income, that's all. Just imagine Krishna. Yad yad vibhuti matsatvam shrimad urjitameva va tat tad eva vagachatvam mama tejomsha sambhavaha. Know that all beautiful, glorious and mighty creation spring from but a spark of my splendor. So firmly Krishna is saying, know that all beautiful, glorious and mighty creation spring from but a spark of my splendor. Prabhupada in that purport is saying, any glorious or beautiful existence should be understood to be but a fragmental manifestation of Krishna's opulence. Whether it be in the spiritual or material world, anything extraordinary opulent should be considered to represent Krishna's opulence. The Lord is so huge, unimaginable, nothing. We'll stop here if there's any question, comments. ग्रंथराज श्रीमद् भागवतम की, श्रील प्रभुपाद की.